Hello, Cancer, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a read for you and who, okay? And that other person who could be a friend, family member, a boyfriend, girlfriend, a person of interest, or even one side of a situation or another, okay? This is going to be the second half of February. This is a general read, so that goes without saying. If you'd like a personal read to tap into your own personal energies, go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or in my description box below. So, if you are a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Michelle, and what we're going to cover today is a little bit on the love side. And if you don't have a love interest, this again could be one side of a situation or another. Okay. Couple announcements. We have a brand new class that is starting. You do want to check it out. It's about activating your feminine energy. Okay. And I know a lot of us sometimes, for a lot of us women out there, we get very, very busy, and we tend to let our masculine energy, take the lead versus our feminine energy. So this is a particular beautiful, beautiful webinar that I think you'll absolutely love. It's about reactivating your Empress energy and being able to walk into a room and own it. Okay, so that's what we're talking about, and it allows you to get what you want in life too. So whether that's a relationship, a situation, whatever that is, it just allows you to use your feminine energy and that Empress type energy, and to create beautiful things. Okay, so that being said, it's in my description box below. You do want to check it out. Also, for those of you that want to take it a step further and really want to have the accountability, clarity, motivation, and inspiration, you do want to definitely check out a discovery session up here. Okay, that's a one-on-one session that allows us a little bit of time together to make a recommendation and possibly invite you into one of our programs if you're a good fit. So if you're looking for that and want to make this year your best year yet, you do want to check it out. You have nothing to lose and you have everything to gain. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's see what's in store for you here. Starting with the first cards, we're going to be starting out with how you feel about this other person. Okay. How you feel about them. How do you feel about this other person? All right. Let's see what's in store for you here. Okay. Here it is. Okay. First card. Okay. Okay, interesting, Cancer. You're going through some sort of clearing, okay? This is about the angel of clearing. I'm going to put this down because it's a little bit too bright here. This is about an angel of clearing, and this is about your confusion in this particular time, as it relates to this particular person, will soon be over. Okay. Now I'm a Cancer moon, so I totally get it, guys. So this is about some sort of clearing that you're going through. You could be going through some sort of cleansing, and a clearing, in your body, mind, and soul. So maybe you're eating better foods, you're taking better care of yourself. Again, that type of Empress energy. And I really feel that your time, of maybe just waiting and, any sort of confusion that is happening with you, it's going to be over shortly. Okay, so that's what this card wants to remind you of, that is the case. All right, so that's what's coming into play. Let's see what else wants to come through for you here. Let's see what that is. What is it? Yeah, it looks like you had a lot of choices. Maybe you were confused, perhaps on which suitor, or perhaps which person or situation was going to be best for you. You don't want to make a mistake. You're trying to make the best decision possible. This is a Seven of Cups. You want to have faith that the choice that you make is going to be the best choice for you. And some of them aren't the best choices. So it's really about taking your time, in terms of determining that. But you're going through some sort of cleansing to get that clarity that you need, and perhaps the download that's going to be necessary for you to, have that clear intuition on what that is. Anything else? Yeah, we got the Three of Pentacles. So this is about collaboration and teamwork. There's about a 3. This is also about creativity. So it could be creativity in what it is that you do with work. Perhaps you actually work with this person, or would like to work with this person, but this is about teaming up, okay? This is about teaming up and collaborating So I see that you're actually doing that at this particular time. Okay. Yeah, working really, really hard, but stopping for a moment and taking stock of how far that you've come along and seeing about where you would like to go next in this relationship or in this situation. Okay. So we get the Pentacles, which is, you know, the, another, you got a 7 of Pentacles, you got the 7 of Cups. You got, you know, I see Cancer here. I see, well, I see the water signs here, and I also see the earth signs here too. So this is interesting, but I think that you might be focusing a little bit. I got to tell you, I think you're kind of focusing a little bit on work right now, but you also you want love, but I think that you're kind of at the point where you're trying to make a decision on what that looks like. Okay, let me pull another card. If I pull another card, I want to see what wants to come up here for you. Okay, let's see what that is. Yeah, you know what? We got the cleansing card. Well, then the next card that we get is the release. Okay. And so this is about releasing any sort of toxic energy within inside you so you can get that clarity that you're actually looking for. So this is about, you know, using your third eye. This is about also, you know, focusing on the heart chakra and really doing some cleansing to really get to the root of the situation, hence a tree here, right? So it's like, I really feel that you are just really focusing on your spiritual, you know, side of things. And I think that you're really trying to find any sort of guidance that can be really, really helpful for you. And this is saying is that at this particular time is that it wants you to really put any sort of you know, pain aside or anything like that. It wants you just to cleanse. Maybe you had some unexpected event, something that maybe has been keeping you a little bit more emotional as of late. And so what this is saying is that maybe that you've been a little bit tired and that type of thing. So you're kind of doing what it is that you're doing to kind of feed yourself and really get into you know, loving yourself and you know, I think it's some sort of past trauma, that you actually got over with. And what I feel is that it's almost as if that this had to do with some sort of something that you were doing, but it was stemmed from childhood, like a childhood template from long ago. So if you go into, you know, previous, you know, when you were young, something that you've dropped from that, you're releasing and cleansing it because now that you've noticed it, you know, through the trials and tribulations that you've been going through on your journey, you now are able to release it and get the enlightenment, right? And you can see a new perspective. It makes your heart sing. It's all about that spiritual essence that's really grounding you so you can flourish. So that's exactly what I get in terms of this release. Now, it could have been, you know, some sort of behavior of some sort. It could have been some sort of relationship as well, you know, so that could be the case too. So that's what I see here. Now, how do you feel about them? Did you release this person? We got hidden path. So what this talks to me about is that there is like this, you're not sure which way to go, but you're trying to get the guidance. And I think that's by cleansing, that's going to really, really help you. You're kind of getting a new perspective and being guided. So you're using your spirituality and using the signs that you get on this physical plane to kind of move you in the right direction. Because that's what got this in here. You're not sure of the confusion, but there is some sort of, you know, release that's necessary. And that it came, again, with the angel of clearing, I think that that's really important. So maybe this person, you know, you weren't sure about this person and you didn't have all the details and you really couldn't make a good choice. And so you just kind of had to stop for a moment and then do the cleansing that you need to get the clarity that you need in this relationship or in this situation. So how interesting is that? Let's take a look at how they feel about you. How did they feel about you? Let's take a look at what that is. Okay. How do they feel about you? Let's see what's going on over there. Okay. How do they feel about you? Here it is. Angel of communication. So this is beautiful. You know, we see kind of the green within, and that all has to do with the heart chakra. So this is beautiful. There's been some sort of, there is some sort of communication, is they want to communicate clearly, okay? And what they want to do is to tell it like it is, okay? And they want to tell you like it is, okay? So they want to really come forth and actually do that, okay? And in their being They are being initiated into not being afraid to do that, and to really tell it like it is. Okay, so that's what I see that's coming through here. How they feel about you. Let's see what else. Rediscovery. So they feel that they've rediscovered a part of themselves as a child, uh, because they had met you. Okay, so they feel that you have brought something up, in them as it relates to their childhood, and you've helped them rediscover themselves. So by meeting each other, I really feel that has really helped this person, and you've helped discover the kid in them again. Okay, and who they are. So this is quite beautiful. Anything else? How they feel about you? Angel of expression. So what they want to do, what they like about you is that you speak your truth. Okay, and how they feel about you is, I feel that they want to speak their truth as well, and really express clearly. But they see that in you. They see that you're able to do that, which is really beautiful. And that is what I get, the angel of expression here, right? So it's talking about the angel of expression, just expressing yourself, who you are, what you are, all your little quirks, all your little nuances. Come on, me, right? Here it is, right? So take it or leave it. That's what it is. It's kind of like, and I hear that part of it, and it's interesting. It's like, they I think they see that in you, but they also see that they really need to do that for themselves. So let me find out a little bit about this. How do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? They see you as an angel of expression, okay, which is really cute. This is adorable. Let's see what else. Yeah, they're really focused on their security right now. So I really feel that right now, that they are working on their stability and grounding themselves, and doing what is they need to do. They're trying to create this security in their life. Okay, there is an opportunity. Okay, so the universe is offering them an opportunity. So I think that how they feel about you is they want to bring you an opportunity. Okay, so that's what we're getting here. So universe, it's kind of like this divine timing that has come into play, right? And so when I see the Ace of Wands, I'm here talking about there has been they're getting some sort of inspiration and creation. They're being creative on how they need to come towards you. So that's what they're kind of working on right now. They're being a little creative on how they would like to do that. Okay, so that is exactly what I see here. So they're taking a little bit of time, okay, getting grounded in their side of things. Okay, what do you need to know most about them, Cancer? What do you need to know most about them? Let's see what that is. Okay, that they want to come together. That I really feel that there is a tie to a past life. Okay, this card always reminds me like of a family tree, and this really tells me that there is maybe some sort of past life connection, between you and this other person. I really feel it. So what you need to know about them is that they do want to come together. Okay, they want to come together, and and I'm going to pull some tarot to see if anything else wants to come through here. But they would like to come together. They don't want this separation. So maybe you are away from them. You're away from each other. And what you need to know most about them is that they are getting the rest that they've needed. They've come out of something, some sort of change. This is, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. And they're also seeking guidance from their highest source, in terms of what to do next, but focusing on one thing at a time to get their confidence back. That's that yellow solar plexus there. So I really feel that is the case. That they, what you need to know most about them is they are getting some well-needed rest from something that they came out. Let me see what else wants to come through. Yeah, I really feel they've been doing a lot of work on their own, but it's come to the end of it, which is really beautiful because this is the 10 of, wands. So what this tells me is that it's coming to fruition. It's the end of this. No wonder they're tired, right? So you just need to know is that I think they want to come together, but now they're kind of like working. They finished some sort of completion. This could be at work of some sort. But I really truly feel that. So what you need to know most about them is you're getting the rest that they need so they can just fill themselves up emotionally. Okay. So this is about being emotionally fulfilled. Okay. And what you need to know most about them is that you bring emotional fulfillment to them. Okay, so that's what I'm taking a look at. Anything else on what you need to know most about them? Anything else? Okay, that you're going to get a message. You're going to get a message from them, Cancer. Okay, and this is a message of love. Okay, and this is, you see, there's like two people, and then this dove is just floating right above. This is about divine timing in this situation, relationship, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this is about getting some sort of message. Okay, there is going to be some sort of positive news that's going to be coming your way, and this is what you need to know most about them. It's going to be coming from their side. Okay, and this is about positive news, but also it is a very positive outcome. So for some of you that have been waiting for this is saying is that this is it's about love and light, and it's really moving in that direction. So it's about, you're going to receive the message, some sort of message. Okay, so note your comments below. That could be for some of you who have received it, maybe not quite yet. Some of you have, but it is coming. And the interesting thing is, this is a 28 card. It reduces to a 10, right? And this is about coming to fruition. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is something that many of you have been waiting for. So this is quite interesting. What are the blockages and difficulties here? What is that? What are the blockages and difficulties in this relationship or situation? What is it? Patterns. Okay, I'm not surprised to see this, guys, because I know this has come up before, but this is about ridding of the patterns, and sometimes that just takes some time to do. Whether we're working on ourselves, or someone else is working on themselves. When you change a pattern, it affects the dynamic of the relationship, and sometimes it takes time to observe these patterns, break them, put in some new positive patterns in place. So this is really, really beautiful. I love seeing this. So there's been some sort of pattern that has been happening in a relationship or a situation. This is about breaking through those, and I love seeing this. And for those of you that might need help, go to Beyond the Read up here, because it's exactly what we do, is we eradicate those negative patterns and get rid of them, and so you can move forward much lighter. So, and these are patterns that have maybe held one of you or one or the other back, from love, right? From love, getting the love that you deserve, expressing the love that you want in your life. And I think this is really, really key. So there's no longer do you have to be afraid. It's like kind of stepping through that fear, knowing that's just a false belief, right? That your mind wants you to think. If you just put one foot in front of the other and just focus on that one baby step at a time, you'll be signaled for the next step and the next step and the next step. And pretty soon you won't even know what that fear was, right? So that's why it's always important to take some action and focus on love, and then take one step and another step and another step. Okay, so these patterns are being broken, so you're going to know what that is for you. But whatever it is it made you reclusive, it made you step back and hold back, right? And I think that's why, Cancer, at the beginning, how you felt about them is that you were going through some cleansing, right? They maybe brought up or triggered something within you that you knew, that you happen to recognize, but even more so this time around, and you wanted to fix it. Okay, and so I really commend a lot of you that have been doing that, because it just makes your journey so much more enjoyable. So that's kind of one of the blockages that I see coming through. Some sort of patterns. Anything else that wants to come through? Yeah, this is about the goddess of sacred path, and this is about let going of your logic and focusing on your intuition. So in this relationship or situation, the blockages is to let go of up here and focus on the heart, and then your higher self, crown chakra, and your source, on guidance, from your spirit. Okay, and it just definitely wants you to do that. So that's what I hear. It's like and if you're not sure what path to go on, that's how you're going to gain a little bit more information as it relates to that. So that's going to be really, really helpful. Anything else in terms of blockages? Wow. So this card, I swear, this has been the most popular card over these last, for the month of February, for a lot of signs. Pathways. Okay. So this is interesting, because when I see this, this is just telling me that at this particular time, I said, you're not sure maybe what path that you should go through, kind of go on, okay? And, just what path that you should take. And this is saying is that you need to focus on what your values are in this relationship or situation, or just where you are at. And you're going to know what that next step would be. But you want to, focus on love, lead with love, and know that you're definitely safe in this process, and it's going to actually be revealed to you in the process. Like, there's no wrong way to go, okay? Just, it's like, how do I want to say this? It's like, you're not sure which way to go, and you feel like you're kind of off track, maybe in your life, okay, or in this relationship or a situation. But this is like, if you focus on love, it's like everything is totally possible with love. And that's so what this is calling you to do. It wants you to focus on the pathway of love. And, there's a lot of hidden roads that can bring out a lot of possibilities in this relationship or situation. So, you got to follow the path of your heart in what your heart is choosing, on what your soul is longing for. And does this relationship, does this situation follow that path, or do you need to tread on a different path? So it's about, making a choice. So I think that's kind of what we saw at the very beginning, Cancer. How we saw, like, you making some choices at the very beginning, maybe not sure which ones that you wanted to take. So that's what I kind of saw coming through. So that's kind of what I see here that was kind of coming through the process. So that's interesting. But yeah, so that's kind of the blockages, through this. What is the best way to move forward? What is the best way to move forward? Let's see what that is. What is your best way to move forward? What does that look like? Okay, here it is. Revision. So there just needs to be a little bit of revision in this relationship or this situation, okay? So, when we talk about pathways, what does that look like for you? It starts with you, okay? You're the reward. So you need to start with what it is that you want out of this relationship or situation, or what you want out of life, and kind of building what those values around that are going to be very, very important, and then revising what that path looks like, okay? With this person or not, but that's what I see coming through. So the best way forward is to go through some sort of revision, okay? And that's what I see here. Anything else on the best way forward? So revision, how interesting. Wow. See what else? Wow. This card talks about the Moonlight Goddess, okay? And this is about healing, but this is also going about reflection. And this tells me that there has been some sort of repressed emotions, whether that was in you or whether it was in that other person. But it's saying that your best way to move forward, or the best way to move forward, is to release those repressed emotions and get them out, because you don't want them stuck in your system on a cellular level that's going to hold you back, okay? You want to let go and you want to cleanse, right? And so this is really, really important there. So the best way to move forward is talking about this Moonlight Goddess. This is about, is going through some sort of healing, because you found out this knowledge about this template from the past that you've been working on, and I think you overcome that. And because you've overcame that, then now at this particular time, it's been exhausting, okay? Because it's changing your perception of everything in your life, and it kind of just restructures everything, right? So I think that's kind of what's happening here. Let me pull some tarot on this. The best way to move forward. What does that look like for you, Cancer? Okay. Gosh, guys, really beautiful. Wow. All right, we're just going to stop here, okay? So when I clarify this, the best way to move forward, I get the 10 of Cups. This is really about emotional fulfillment. This is happy family life. This is all about, just really wealth. This is about establishment. This is about family. So your best way to move forward is to focus in on that, whatever that looks like for you, okay? So, I mean, it's really beautiful. I think by releasing what you did, that allows you to have this emotional fulfillment bubble up inside you, because now there's room for that energy. That other toxic energy that was in you is now going through a deep, deep cleansing. So I definitely suggest some Epsom salts, and whether it's lavender, I got some at the store yesterday of that, but there's also, I came across there's so many beautiful ones, those little bath balls, and those beautiful even green tea. I found so many different ones. Green tea and eucalyptus was really beautiful, and it just really cleanses your skin. It makes it feel really super soft. So kind of maybe going and taking a bath, and that's going to really, really help you in terms of your cleansing process. Drink lots of water, get outside, make sure that you're breathing deeply and not just shallow breathing. That's going to really, really help you clean all the toxins out of your system. So that's going to be really, really key. But yeah, you know what? I clarified the 10 of Cups, and I got the 6 of Wands. This is that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy. This is that fire energy. This is about being recognized. You are being recognized, Cancer, by others. And this is about success. This is about achieving success in your life. And this is great. Stand up, suit up, and just show up. And you just go. And then sign up for the Empress Energy Workshop, because I think you really, really love it. It's beautiful. It's really about, activating that and just, put you right in there, right? So I really love it. So definitely this is really beautiful. So I think that you're being recognized, by others. And this is about success there as well. And, you had to really persevere and work really, really hard, and you weren't giving up, and you're not giving up. This is the 9 of Wands, so I really think that you've been taking on that type of energy. And then it turns into the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is beautiful. The queens are all about, being very, what's the word that I want to say? Really vibrant, really exuberant, right? And she could be, spiritual, right? Very confident in herself. And she faces towards the sun, and that's what she's all about, all of that, those good vibrations. So I really truly feel that you're really entering into your own here at this time, and the best way to move forward, in this relationship and in this situation, is really to have discernment as you move forward, the choices that you make for yourself. And I think that's exactly what you're doing. So don't forget to throw into discernment into this relationship or situation. Figure out what it is that you want. Does this relationship or situation speak to you? If so, you know what pathway to go down. You're going through so much clearing that everything is kind of reorganizing itself within you. And I really think that through this clearing, you have this different perspective. And now you're thinking, is this what I want? Or what is it that I do want? And becoming clear on that, okay? So lots of love, Cancer. I look forward to seeing you in March. And until then, namaste.